What up, what up? You're now in tune to another episode of Winds of the Far East. And today's topic is Resident Evil 7 rumors. I got a special guest with me, my man Alexander the Great. And we're going to get into the top 10 rumors or the speculation surrounding Resident Evil 7. So, the first one is a simple or simplified virus, because some players couldn't understand the more complex viruses from Resident Evil 4 and 5. So the simplified viruses would be something back like the T virus and the G virus. But Alex, could you understand Resident Evil 4's Las Plagas and Resident Evil 5's the more evolved viruses?
Yeah, I could.
So it was straight with you. If you paid attention to the story, you understood it, right?
Yeah, I understood it.
So that that's people being super stupid right there. What you got for number 2, man?
Chainsaw Man, scary. Some players felt like the Chainsaw Man in Resident Evil 4 and 5 were scary.
What you think about that?
I mean, it was what it was. I mean, they had a little scary theme to them because of the way they came off at you when you was going through the story mode. It was just like a dramatic event, like it was.
But do you feel they were like super scary? Like you was?
No, not really.
Exactly. What you got from Resident Evil 4 that was way more scary than the chainsaw?
Not really.
The Regenerator?
I guess the joints in the sewer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those the Reapers from 5. See, like, nah, the Chainsaw Man is not scary. On Resident Evil 4, Mega Dr. Salvador, the one with the double-bladed chainsaw. Mm-hmm. Now, he ain't scary, but he can kill you with one swing of the chainsaw and your head come off. But other than that, they not scary. Number 3 is the release date. Resident Evil 7 is supposed to come out in 2015. Now, Resident Evil 6 came out 2013. Either way, they need at least. Resident Evil 5 came out within 4 years of Resident Evil 4, so they need at least 4 years before they can come up with a good game. What you got for number 4, man?
Returning characters: Chris, Leon, Claire, Barry, and etc.
So a lot of people for the returning characters, Resident Evil 7 is supposed to be the last one for this series as far as the Chris, Jills, and Claire's go. So they need to go ahead and wrap that up as far as those characters go. So that's a definite. They need that. 5, they're saying they want it to be a survival horror. People still believe that Resident Evil 4 is the best Resident Evil game in the entire series. What you think about that, man?
That's not true, because it's a lot more stuff to do on 5 than it is doing 4, and it's a lot more difficult than 4. And it's challenging.
And what about as far as how it's played? It's better for 5, right?
Gameplay is way better.
Exactly. The way you access weapons.
Yeah.
How you do that?
The co-op.
Yeah, co-op was co-op. A lot of people complained about co-op.
Co-op, what it was. It's better with 2 people.
Yeah.
Playing than 1.
1, exactly. Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying. Like Sheva as an AI is hard to play with or whatever. But the way you access weapons, directional, you can put them in like up, left, right, down.
Yeah.
That joint was hot, right?
Yeah, it was hot.
So 5, as far as gameplay mechanics go, is better than 4. 4 is a good game. It was a good game for its time, but when 5 came out, it beat it, man. What you got for number 6, man?
Movie tie-in. Some believe Resident Evil 7 will feature links to the Resident Evil live action movies. Is this good or bad?
Is it good or bad, man? The live action movies?
I think that's bad, man.
Yeah, that is bad, man. Them joints is trash, man. They definitely shouldn't do that. But I could see Capcom doing it. 7, Alice. I don't know why the 6 and 7 should have been together, because Alice is the main character from those movies, and she definitely shouldn't be in. The movies come from the game, not the other way around. So they would be taking a big step in the wrong direction as far as that go. What you got for number 8, man?
Albert Wesker. Some believe Wesker will return in 7, or they want him to, at least anyways.
Now, what you think about that? We both played 5.
I mean, as far as Wesker go, he should be done.
Exactly.
He got killed.
He got killed at the end of 5. They were saying like he might have a clone like at the end of part 1, but that was the real Wesker, man. He shouldn't return. They wrapped that storyline up. They just need to finish with the main characters: Chris, Jill, Leon, Claire. All the characters that were in 1 that survived 2 and 3 should all be in the final game, and I think they really should all be playable from like the start. But who knows, man. Number 9, they're saying that Resident Evil 7 could actually be Resident Evil Enhanced Veronica, in which it is basically they believe that it would be an upgraded version of Code Veronica. What you think about that, man?
I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy. Like,
yeah.
How can they bring that Code Veronica is part of Resident Evil 7 when it happened before?
Not only that, but remember what was Code Veronica originally for?
What, like game system wise?
Yeah,
Dreamcast.
Right, and then where do we see it again?
PlayStation 2.
Right, so it's already been like remade, because remember PlayStation 2 had scenes you ain't see in the Dreamcast version.
Yeah.
So we already had a upgraded Code Veronica. We've already seen it. Resident Evil 7 definitely should not be that. They would be going super backwards. What you got for number 10, man?
Xbox One exclusive. Some
Whoa.
believe Resident Evil 7 will only be on Xbox One.
And why? Why is that? Is that on yours?
Nah, it ain't on mine.
Some people believe it'll only be on Xbox One because Dead Rising 3 is exclusive to Xbox One. What you think about that?
I mean, Dead Rising is a okay game, but I wouldn't prefer to play it, me personally.
No. What you think about Resident Evil 7 being exclusive? You only can play it if you get an Xbox. Xbox One.
No, that shouldn't be an option.
Exactly, because where was Resident Evil first?
PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3.
Oh no, originally the first Resident Evil. What was it on?
PlayStation.
So
on Nintendo 64, it really originated from.
It was on PlayStation first, and then it went to Nintendo 64. But if it started on PlayStation, it's only right that it still should be on PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying it has to be exclusive because it already went multi-plat. As far as you could play it on Xbox, and with Shinji trying to make Resident Evil 4 exclusive to GameCube, which that was wrong anyways, because Resident Evil has been supported by PlayStation gamers. So what would you like to see in Resident Evil 7?
I mean, I would just like for it to continue. I would like to see better gameplay. That's what I would like to see, better gameplay.
Okay, we played Resident Evil 6, right? What do you think of Resident Evil 6?
The controls and all that stuff they got rid of on 5 is nothing compared. It's nothing compared.
Trash, man. Complete trash. So we're basically the same. We would like to see a Resident Evil that has the same gameplay mechanics as 5. Would you like to see co-op in that?
Yeah, I think co-op would be good. Yeah.
And as far as a lot of people had said that Resident Evil 5 wasn't scary, it technically it really wasn't though. Was Resident Evil 4 scary though?
No.
It wasn't. It was not scary. The thing between 4 and 5 is what do you notice the most between 4 and 5? The big difference between the two of them, as far as the environments go.
I mean, it's co-op.
Nah. As far as the environments go, one was what time of day did the 2 take place?
Day and night.
What was the night one?
Night.
No, between Resident Evil 4 and 5, which one was night?
5, 4, whatever.
4, yeah. 4 was night and 5 was day.
Yeah.
That was the thing people was not paying attention to. Just because Resident Evil 5 took place in the day, that doesn't take away from the joint was a hot game. So for 7, they need to mix it up because that was what June wanted to do. And he did do it. Remember the cave joint where it was completely dark? You had to use the lantern to get through it. And then when you come out, it's like the light hit your eyes and stuff and it's hard to see and whatnot. So you would like to see the same gameplay transfer from 5 to 7.
Yeah.
What about characters?
I mean, as far as characters go, the characters are suitable. The characters are good enough. As long as they got Chris, Claire, Leon, Barry, and so forth on, that should be alright.
Yeah, they need to definitely just wrap that up. If they plan to reboot it, they need to just finish this up and then go on whatever they want to do for the next Resident Evil. What do you think about limited ammo supply? Because a lot of people were saying it was too much ammo and stuff like that for Resident Evil 5. But they don't talk about that for Resident Evil 4 either though.
I mean, you should just keep on finding ammo as you go. I mean, it should be challenging, but not too challenging that you can't,
Yeah, you can't survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and another thing people was talking about, now, let's compare Resident Evil 1 to 4 and 5. For Resident Evil 1, we played it numerous times. What is the thing, as far as when you shoot, you can't actually pinpoint certain body parts in Resident Evil 1. Everybody knows you can kill a zombie with a headshot. You couldn't do that on Resident Evil 1, could you?
No.
You could do it on 4 and 5 though, right?
Yeah.
That's another thing people's not taking, understanding. And after a while, for Resident Evil 1, what happens? It doesn't become challenging anymore, right? Because you already know where the enemies is at in the halls and stuff.
Yeah.
But for 4 and 5, what could happen?
Cinematic.
No, I'm talking about as far as the enemy go.
You can run into them. You never know when.
Exactly. You never know when or where they coming from if you not paying attention to that direction. So what's that add to the game? That's a challenge, right?
Challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge. You can't just go through the game and know exactly where the enemy's coming from. So, with that being said, man, that pretty much wraps up this short episode of Winds of the Far East. I want to thank my man Alexander the Great for dropping through and talking about this joint.
No problem.
And hope to get him back. Whenever we have another topic, he's up on. He has some knowledge on, and we're gonna leave it like that, man. Peace.
All right.